Hello and welcome to the folder widget tutorial video. The folder widget is actually really cool. It's one of the things that allows you to be able to categorize multiple different widget types into a single tab. Or it allows you also to be able to categorize, let me say it this way, you can use folders inside of folders. Inside of folders, inside of folders. So you can use them to either just create one tab that has different widget types in it, or you can use it to create a folder that has other folders that have more widget types inside of it. So it might sound a little confusing, but it's really not. I'll show you how it works. Here, if I click folder, what it's going to do is, let me just call this folder. Go figure. Getting real original. In the folder, I have the option to add some top images. So if I want to add some carousel images, I can just select those, and those will upload and will show on the top of the folder. Now, down here, I have a few options. I can either add an existing widget, so one that I've already created. I can add a new widget, so I'm creating a new widget. Or I can add an empty list item, which basically means it's not a widget, it's just a list. It's just a list item that's not clickable. So, for example, if you wanted to have a list of different things, but you didn't want to click into them or allow to click into them, if there were no reason to do that, then you could just create empty list items. I'll go through all three so you can see what the difference is. Here, if I add an existing widget, it will ask me which widget do I want to add. And I can see from this drop-down list, let's just go ahead and, I want to bring in these places. And I'm going to move it. So I can either make a copy of it, so it'll copy it over, which is really cool, or I can just move it all together. And so in this case, I'm going to move it. So if I click that, now my places module, it has been moved into this folder. The other thing is if let me just do that one more time with something else. Let's just click people, make a copy. So now that's in there. So that's if I'm adding an existing widget. If I'm adding a new widget, I'm going to click add new widget. It's going to take me to this selection. Now I can add a widget, right? I can add a places widget, let's just say. So I'm going to add this places widget, just call that places, and just click done, because we don't need to go into that. But here you can see now that this places module has been added. I can also include, if I want to add a new widget, I can also create a folder. So I'm in essence, I'm doing a folder inside of a folder, you see? So I was in my folder, you can see in this breadcrumb, I'm inside of this first folder, and I'm now inside in another folder, okay? So if I'm done with that, click done, I'll go back to the folder. Let me see really fast, let me just do this, so folder, let's see I didn't have anything in it, so I'm going to add an existing widget, text, I'm going to make a copy of it. It's going to add it in there. I'm done, and you can see that the folder is now in there as well. So I've got different types of widgets. I have a couple of the same widgets. I also have another folder inside of a folder that I can put other widgets inside of. So you can kind of get creative with that. You can see in this folder here, you can see these are listed out here, and my carousel up top is rotating through. And I can add images, delete images. Now, if I want to add an empty list item, then all I do is click empty list item. This one is just going to be called empty. Go ahead and add subtitle. And you'll see what that does is it's going to, when I click on this folder, it's going to add this empty list item, but it's not clickable. I can click into these. I can go all over the place here because you can click those. But if I click on this empty list item, it doesn't do anything because it's empty. So that's how you add an existing widget, add a new widget, add an empty list item, and how you can see that you can put different types of widgets in here, and then enable comments as well. One thing I recommend is that you check out the social groups. I think it's called social groups if I remember right. Social walls, I think. Check out the social walls, the social wall tutorial video. It's going to utilize folders quite a bit to create interactive groups within your app. So, but that's how that works. You can also, like on many other widgets, you can enable comments if you'd like to for this widget. So say, for example, I wanted to enable some comments, commenting on this. Say if it was a list of ingredients or a to-do list or something like that, and people could comment on this on the bottom, then I just click enable comment, and it'll allow for that. So that's how you utilize a folder widget, and see you in the next video.